Hey y'all, Bridget Bartlett here. Today, I am going to take you behind the scenes of my business and what I actually do every single day. I get this question a lot, and I have tried so many different types of software to help me stay organized, from Trello to Slack to, Monday to everything, smart task. I've tried it all to really try to organize my life and my business, and nothing has worked as good for me as a basic Google Sheet. Okay, and I'm going to walk you through the Google Sheet and I'm going to show you basically what I do every single day when it comes to networking or following up with my leads, and then also my live streaming because I am live 5 days a week. So I want to kind of break all this down for you. Now you can see, like I said, this is just a Google Sheet, and I actually embedded it here into the custom menu link in my agency or in my HighLevel account. And that way it's just really simple. I have my bookmarks set to when I open my browser, it opens up right here. So it's really simple for me, right? Now, I have this organized, this Google Sheet, into daily tasks, weekly, monthly accounts, resources, and then we are transitioning from a previous onboarding system to a new onboarding. So I actually have both of my processes here so that I can, stay on top of everything. These are basically everything that I do all the time, right? So just to kind of go over let me go through the daily tasks and then I'll just kind of break down. Now, I know this is going to be a lot of steps, and just also keep in mind that I've been going live for more than 4 years. And so a lot of these things are really, really simple. All of these tasks here take me roughly an hour. This takes me roughly an hour. This takes me roughly an hour, and this takes me roughly an hour. Okay. So technically my day could be broken down into 4 hours. The times in between, what I like to do is research new tools, or, maybe research a way to make something I'm doing more efficient. And then I will, of course, turn that into content, just like I'm doing here, right? I find a good solution and I want to definitely share it with all of you guys, right? So when I start my day, you can see here that I have like these check boxes. Okay. Now these are really easy to put inside of a Google Sheet. You just go to insert and then you'll see checkbox. Okay. So I like the checkboxes because it helps me. It's kind of rewarding in a sick way, I guess. I love to have to just check it off to know that I've done it. So the very first thing that I do is I have my checkbox here. I have my task. I need to approve all of my Facebook group members. Now, I could, of course, go to Facebook group and I could, go to my profile, click into the group, and go to the place where I need to approve the members. But that is just one more thing that takes just a little bit of time, and I'm trying to be efficient here. So what I've done is I've added the links. So if I need if I need to go to a specific place, I'll add the specific link to that. And then also I have a section here for notes, because sometimes, for example, when I'm setting up the live event, I have text that I put into the description of every single live event that I do. And so I don't want to have to type that out every single time. I can just simply copy this and then I can paste that there. So just walking through here, you can see daily what I do is I approve my group members. So I'm just going to click here. Some of the things I can't show you just because it's actual business links, but you can see that I would go here and then approve my members. Okay. Now I have 3 questions that you need to answer to be approved as a member. And one of the questions is your email address, because I do offer 200 free leads to all of the members of my group. So I send that via email. So I need to have that email address. So what happens is I use Group Track, and that automates that process. So as soon as I accept the member, then, and I don't want to show you because obviously it has the email address, but as soon as I click to accept, then it automatically will tag them inside of Group Track. It will add them to my pipeline. It will also put them into my HighLevel account, and it will send them the email to access their 200 free leads and a bunch of other things that we have in the group. So, so that's something that is just basically I'm triggering that automation. Okay. Now, what I do is I'm literally reading now. Run post automations. Okay, so I could click here now, and this will take me to the spot in Group Track where I have all of these automations set up. So if you are my friend on Facebook or you're in our group, you know that I love to give away free tools. And in fact, if you're in the group, you can see if you scroll through here, you'll see a lot of the free tools that I have available for you guys. But what I do is I actually use those as a lead magnet for my group, right? So I know the people that opt in for that are really interested in the group, right? So I have, you can see here when I go live with a new training, I will tell them, hey, if you want to join us for the training, it's in the group. You'll also see here, I'm saying, here's one of the tools that we have available in the group. If you would like to access this, comment below. So you can see lots of people, there's 119 comments, and I just did this one a day ago. So what I would want to do is I would just want to come in here and run the automation here. Now, what happens with these automations is it will actually scroll the post, it will comment on all the people who have commented, and then it will send a private message where it will tell them, here's the link to the tool. If you're not a member of the group, you'll need to join, and then you can access there. Okay, so that's basically how all of that works. So this step right here, again, all I'm doing is just clicking the button to trigger the automations. All right. So send happy birthday messages. Now, this is something, honestly, I'm not that great at doing. This is something that I will usually put off, unfortunately, if I've run into an issue or something that's taking up my morning. This is something that I'm not that great at doing. But what I like to do is go through all of the people who it's their birthday. Now, there are several things that I use this for. Okay, one, to tell people happy birthday, and I have an automation, of course, for that. I would just click in here, and then I would, when my group track shows up here, I will just go to the birthday. And then one thing that I'm trying to do is I want to look at their profile, and I want to see, are they a good member? Sorry. Are they a good fit for me, right? For our program, because those are the people that I really want in my network. Maybe there's someone that I could benefit from, or someone that could benefit from my program. That's really what I'm trying to figure out. So for this person here, if I went here, I would want to be looking, do they have something on their profile here? Do they look like a real person? If they don't look like a real person, like this one doesn't, I'm so sorry, but I'm gonna unfriend, because it doesn't really look like this person's very active. Definitely doesn't look like they're into business at all. And so I don't think that they're a good fit for me. So I'm just going to go back now. And I'm going to do that for all of the birthday options, right? Now, if they are a great fit for me, I'm going to go ahead and click in here, and then I have an automated message. The little group track thing will pop up, and then I can just click send the birthday message, and then we'll automatically do that. So this takes me just a few minutes to scroll through here. I may even, if I have a little bit of extra time, I may even do like the recent birthdays and, just follow up in that sense, okay? So going back to my list now, I want to accept friend requests and then send them a message. And you see I have the direct link here as well. Okay, so now I'm just going right where the friend requests are, and then I'm going to scroll through here and figure out, are they a good fit for me or not? What I usually like to do is send a message and tell them that I'm actually much more active in my group, because that's really where I'm trying to filter people through. It's kind of a little bit like pre-qualifying, just to maybe tell me you're a real person, because there's so much spam on Facebook or any social media platform. So if I feel like if they're contacting me because they're interested in something they've seen, maybe a video or whatever that they've seen on YouTube, which is typically how people will find me and contact me, then I want to invite them in my group, because that's really all of the content and everything that I'm sharing there. And that's really everything on my profile I'm trying to lead to my group, right? That's where the most value is going to be. So that's the process that I go through with my friend requests, all right? Now, respond to messages on Facebook. So this is pretty basic. I can just click here. It goes right to my messenger. Now, I do have and the option in group track. I can't open it up because I don't know if I have any messages that would be exposed, but I do have an option in group track that will let me see all of the unread messages. So I'll usually click there, immediately filter through the unread messages, and then I will respond to anyone that I have not responded to. Also, respond to conversations. So I have the direct link here that takes me right into my account conversations tab. And that is this tab here. Now, obviously, this isn't my live account, but this is what it looks like. Now, this is where if anyone contacts me on my entire website, or any of my websites in the chat widget, this is where that goes. Okay. If they contact me on, Google My Business, or, they're texting me, calling me, emailing me, Facebook, Instagram, all of those places, then it's going to be filtered into here. Okay, that's the beauty of HighLevel. So I definitely want to make sure that I'm responding to the people who have contacted me there, right? Now, I also have complete tasks. Okay. Now, in HighLevel, what I love to do in my automations, first, you can see that I've customized this dashboard. Now, mine is, has a lot more functions, but just for the sake of this training, I've customized my dashboard to where it shows my tasks on here, like front and center. That's kind of what my real live dashboard looks like. And I will assign tasks for myself for anything that I need to remember, anything that inside of any of my automations, if there's a step that needs a manual task, then that's what I will create for myself. And I will, any tasks that are due or overdue or any of that will show up here. Okay. So just going into the automations, just to show you quickly, if I was to go right here and let's say that anywhere in my workflow, when they get to this point, I want to create a task for myself, I would just type in task. And then, of course, you can give your task a title. You can use the little custom values here if you want it to kind of be like auto-populate specific information about that lead. You can create a description here, and then you can assign it to whoever on your team you want to and when it's going to be due. Okay, I typically will say due now when I'm adding it to the workflow tasks. Okay, so I just want to make sure that if I have any automation, typically when someone is ready for onboarding, it will create a task for me that says, hey, you have a new onboarding, that type of thing. So that's really where I manage like everything that I need to do manually. And then, of course, I want to respond to any emails that I've received and then organize all of those in my inbox. I'm not somebody who likes to have a full inbox all the time. I like to sort them and, take care of it. So I will click here. That goes right to my Google account. Okay. Now, the next thing that I need to do, these steps here are to prepare for my live stream. All right. Now, like I said, I go live 5 days a week. So what I'm doing is I'm clicking here, and this is taking me to my Canva account. Okay. So I'm going to create my thumbnails on Canva. Like you can see, this was today's thumbnail. So I actually create the thumbnail there, and then what I do is I actually go to Restream. Restream is what I use to broadcast my live streams to, like you can see, we're live right now. But what I will do is schedule an event, and I will do the encoder because I love to use OBS. So when I go live, basically I'm using OBS, but I'm integrated into Restream. So when I say go live in OBS, what I'm actually doing is it's sending it to Restream, and then Restream is determining where it wants to send. Okay, so based on wherever I have told it. So when I go live, I will actually go live to YouTube, my Facebook group, my LinkedIn page, and Twitter all at the same time. Okay. So when I'm setting up my event, that's what I'm doing there. I'm scheduling the event. I'm adding the thumbnail that I just created here. I'm scheduling it for, 2 o'clock of that day. I give it a title and the description. Now, the description, I usually just write out just from the top of my head what I'm going to talk about. And then after the description, I always want to put this text here. So I just literally copy and paste and then add that below the description of the video. Okay. Now, when this is all, I've created my event and it's going to go live to all of those places, I will then take the RTMP setting and I will paste it into OBS, and then I'm done with Restream, right? Because now I'm just going live in OBS, and I have detailed training on my actual live streaming process, but I just wanted to make this all about what I do actually on a regular basis. Okay. So, So that's all I need to do with Restream, except the description that I add when I create the event, before the info that I copy and paste, I will actually, you can see here, um, post to Facebook profile. I will actually go to my Facebook profile, and you'll see if I go into Facebook, you'll see the one that I did today before I went live. I just take that same exact description that I did in the creating the event, but instead of saying, pasting the click here and whatever, I just say, hey, if you want to join us, go ahead and, I tag my group, right? You really want to eliminate putting as many links in your description as possible, because one link that links outside of Facebook, it will bury your post, okay? But you can tag because it's going right into Facebook, okay? So it doesn't get buried as much, all right? So now, the next thing, of course, once I create the live event, I can, and actually, this is another reason that I love Google Sheets, because actually posting to the Facebook profile should be the next step. So I just move that. So then after that, after I've posted to that, the next thing I want to do is the email. Okay. Now I already have email templates already built out. So what I'll do every day is I'll come in here, I'll create a campaign. And the only thing that I need in my email campaign is the video. Okay. So I'm just going to, let's see. Let's see what this is, a demo account. It's not my actual account, but I have my whole email template all designed and everything. And all I really need to do is just paste. Of course, it doesn't look like this, but I have a video element. So it looks like this. And so all I need to do is go to that event that was created on YouTube and grab the link, right? So I would just grab the link. I don't want to go there, but grab the link to the YouTube video event that was just created through Restream. And actually, let me just show you just so I typically will grab that when I go to YouTube. But what I would do is just click on well, this one's already been done. Click on the event. So you can see here, it's actually live right now, but it would say, planning to go live or whatever. And then so I would grab that link, and then I would paste that into this here. Okay. And then of course I would just go send, schedule. I already have, because I have a template, I already have this filled out. I'm really just adding the subject line, and then I send to a smart list. So the smart list is all the people who have my tag called newsletter. And to get that tag, you have to have opened and clicked in an email. Okay. Otherwise, if you've never done that, you're not going to get put on my list. And that is to help me maintain a good reputation for my email address, because I am sending, 5+ emails a week. Okay. So then now I'm sending an email. Okay. So if you look at everything that I've done here, all right, it's really so many things that people struggle with. And I am doing this usually. This whole process takes me a couple hours, right? So in a couple hours, this is completely possible to do these things, all right? Now, after my live stream, what I do is I grab the link, and here's my, here's my link to take me right to my YouTube channel. So I'm going to go to my previous video, which would be right here, and I'm going to grab that link. Now it's still live, so I can't really do this yet. But I'm going to grab the link. Now, the next step is I want to add a pinned comment to the YouTube video, right? So what that means is I want to go to my video. This one's already been posted. And I want to make sure to add, you can see I didn't do this one yesterday, but I want to make sure to add a pinned comment here. And typically that's going to be like this. Okay, so it's just going to be that information there. And then let me do this with you. I always think I'm going to speed up something for the sake of time, but I just can't not do it, because I feel like somebody is like, oh, how do you do that though? Okay, so that's how you want to pin a comment. Okay, so the reason that you want to do that and heart it just has to do with the algorithm, but also it has to do with when people are watching your video. Oftentimes they don't look at the description here, but they will see this pinned comment, especially if they're going to comment. So you can see, it would be easier to show them whatever your offer is down here below the video. Okay, so that's one thing that, again, sometimes for the sake of time, it gets pushed off. Okay, but Typically, that's something that I really try to get done for every video. All right, now we've copied the link. Okay, I think I've lost it there. Let me go back here. I'm going to copy this link here. All right, so that's what I do for that step here. Now, when I go to the next step, it's Streamable. All right, Streamable is a super awesome, inexpensive video host. And what I love about Streamable is I can just paste the link to the YouTube video and it will pull in the title of the video, and it will also allow me to clip the beginning and the end, which is really good because these are my live stream videos. I don't want to really have the intro and outro, because what I want to do with this next is I want to take the embed code and then I'm going to create a blog post with it. So I take that video there and then I create a blog post, and of course I have my the link to my HighLevel sub account that goes right to the blogs, so it's real easy for me to access. And all I'm really doing is copying the description from the video, and I am creating the blog post with the video there. Okay, so it really does not take that long, literally maybe 5 minutes or something like that. So then you'll notice these steps here. I'm really just doing the same thing that I did in the beginning, okay? Except I'm not going to worry about the friend requests and birthday wishes and all that stuff. But I just want to, get the questions answered at the beginning and the end of my day, because in the middle of my day, I am troubleshooting issues. I may have some meetings. I may have, things that I need to research for the training. There's lots of things in the middle that I may need to do. And so I can't be focused, and I see people do this a lot. You're focused on, oh, somebody asked me a question, I need to respond right away, and really that's what you want to try to do. But if you find yourself not being able to do anything because you're just sitting around looking at Messenger hoping someone messages you, you're not going to be very productive. So I like to make sure that I at least check before, at the beginning of my day and at the end of my day, because I feel like that leaves someone, no more than 12 hours without an answer. Okay. So that is what I do every single day. Now, weekly, what I like to do, and I actually just started doing this because I'm using video.ai. I'm not an affiliate yet, but video.ai is a great tool. It's an AI tool that actually helps you take your long form videos and then cut it up into short form videos. So I am aiming to up my shorts game with that tool. And it's actually the first tool I've ever seen that actually creates usable clips. So it really does save you time. Whereas most of these AI tools, they make you choose the clip yourself, or it's not very intuitive. And so it really doesn't save you that much time. Video.ai, I feel like, is definitely different. It actually does save you the time. Okay. Now, monthly, what I like to do is audit my accounts, because I give away a lot of free things. When you sign up use any of my affiliate links, I have something to give you. However, I do need to audit these accounts because sometimes, someone will cancel, and then of course that does cancel the free thing that I've given. And so I do need to audit these. And so once a month, when I have, maybe like a free afternoon or something like that, I'll dive in here and then audit these. Okay. Now, my accounts, of course, even as an affiliate, there's 2 parts to the account creation, even with bonuses, right? So you have, what do I need to do when I get a new member to create their account? Do I have any manual things? I've actually reduced this dramatically, like to none. Okay. Because I got to a point where I was like, okay, I need to either hire someone or become more efficient, so you can see what I chose. Okay. So I've become more efficient. I no longer have these tasks for creating an account. Instead, I do have tasks, though, to cancel an account. So these are things that can only be done manually by me. So anytime I need to cancel an account, I just come here, and this ensures that I don't forget anything. Okay, everything else can be automated. So my resources, you can see, and I'm actually building this out. Oftentimes I will have members ask me for things, or I'll be building out some type of content and, maybe adding to my knowledge base or something, but I will need the resources from my partners so that I can share that. One of the best things that I love about being an affiliate is I don't need to create all of these things myself, I can just refer them to the appropriate resources for them. Okay. For example, HighLevel, they have an enormous amount of resources. Even if I didn't know anything about HighLevel, there are plenty of things that I can send them to help them, find success with their HighLevel account and to get the support that they need. Also, White Label Suite, just simply, you can see there's 4 different links, right? And just like with HighLevel, there's lots of different links. And to easily be able to find, the membership area and the lead system and the support portal and, the license portal, it's so easy for me to just come in here and click, and then I can access it, right? And then, of course, like I was saying, we have 2 different onboardings. So I have the previous onboarding instructions, and then, of course, I have the new onboarding. So when the old onboarding expires, then, of course, I will delete that, and that will be my main onboarding. Okay. So, of course, you can just have this as a standalone Google Sheet if you want to. You can embed it into your HighLevel account, just like I did. But I really, really encourage you to create something like this for yourself, so that you can keep yourself on task and to ensure that you actually have a plan and a strategy to accomplish all the things that you want to accomplish. If you start your day and you don't have a plan, you've already failed. You need to be thinking about what can you do every single day that you can actually accomplish and build on that. Okay. So as your skills grow, the things you'll be able to accomplish will grow as well, because like I said, if this is your first day using this, it might take you, a week to go through these things or more. But since I've been doing this so long, I can easily accomplish these things in, like I said, 4 hours. So thank you all so, so much for joining me. I hope you got something out of this today, and I will see you all tomorrow, same time, same place. Go make your vision a reality. Bye. Thank you so much for joining us for today's training. If you have any questions, you can join us for open office hours starting right now at bridgetbartlett.com. It's free and open to everyone.